Charlie? I think he's right, dude. Only a couple jaBROnis come out here without skates on. I gotta do this thing in skates, man. You know, work up a routine, really jazz the crowd.
You know, can I stop you, though?
Yeah.
You keep using this word jaBROni, and it's awesome.
First of all, iconic. I didn't know people still use the word jaBROni. The last time I've heard that, I think, was 1990. It was a tremendous throwback.
I never stopped using it.
You've been using it ever since?
Oh, yeah. What?
Yeah,
And then everyone said jaBROni.
What is that? The future of radio, you jaBROnis.
Cool word. Hey, jaBROni, show some class.
She's right, Andy. You're being a jaBROni.
jaBROni, JABRONIXYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
We don't believe you jaBROnis. Nah. We don't believe you jaBROnis. Nah. We don't believe you jaBROnis. I get it lit like a.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis. I am Topher McCann, joined as always with Mr. Mike Butler.
I'm a stand-up kind of guy today.
You're standing.
I'm standing.
Strong. The Pepsi logo.
Swaying a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if I can even legally wear that. What if I'm just what if I'm just a big fan of Pepsi?
They don't know that.
Yeah.
But
in that case,
no, sorry. Oh, whoa! Everywhere. All right, we are back. This is the first day we do the StreamYard thing. We got everything hooked up. It used to be Twitter forever. They updated everything. We're streaming on X now, even though we were before. But
have we not been switched? Have we not been streaming on X?
They've used the Twitter logo for a while. They updated it, so I think it's starting to show up in the X, I guess, algorithm more. I mean, YouTube still has us banned, but I mean that's just
what you gonna do.
I'm not gonna lose sleep over that one. But Spotify doesn't have us banned, or Apple Podcasts, I could see, so that's good. Thanks, guys. Even though I don't know why they don't like us. I guess that has something to do with that one guy from that one site that doesn't like, me particularly. Anyway, so this is the day of AEW's World Ends pay-per-view, and we woke up to I woke up text message from you, Mike, this morning, and we have some drama going on, of course, and it's not about the big pay-per-view AEW is going with tonight.
It's not good news, that's for sure. You want to hold off on what you say because you don't know what's true, what's not.
All allegedly from someone kind of familiar recently in the news a lot with the CM Punk brawl out. The man who asked the question was Nick Hausman, who was doing some kind of podcast and made some comments towards the end after mentioning Harvey Weinstein.
So I caught the Harvey Weinstein comparison, but I don't know. Did he say something after that triggered all this, or because that I didn't see that part?
I just heard that if things came out and people were saying quiet about certain things, that it wouldn't look good. And saying that right there instantly.
Yeah, but you hear that and it's well, how do people just jump to sexual assault?
Yeah. But then the Kylie Ray thing came out. Apparently she was involved with something allegedly between Jericho again, and all this now and again. This has come from someone who is very, very, very active on Twitter. Chris Jericho. There's been nothing out there, and I'm guessing it's in the title right here. The Jericho's December to Remember. We had Christmas Eve, which we didn't get to talk about just a few weeks ago. He's going off on Stephen P. New, who was the lawyer defending CM Punk and Ace Steel. And he was going off about employee handbooks and Jericho saying he's never seen a handbook in his life, and then it was put out there the picture of the actual AEW handbook. It's like 40 some pages long. It exists. So, and then Stephen P. New quote tweeted that saying he can use this as Exhibit A. It was right there alone. Jericho getting involved in something that he said he was there the night of, and Stephen P. New should say nothing. And it was already documented that he was not physically there. Kind of like huddled around and came in later on.
Wasn't he at the press? Wasn't he like doing the scrum?
He whispered into Tony's ear like shit went down. We had to call the cops. But if he was physically in the room during the altercation, like he's saying, he would have been suspended along with Christopher Daniels, and everybody, Omega the Bucks, all that, everyone, all those people who were in the room. So I don't know why he was going to Goose Island and trying to involve himself in that. But then now we have this. It's not good the day of a pay-per-view. After there was this very nice article from MJF in the Players Tribune that actually, and I have that paragraph right there, where he says, sometimes think I'm cursed. Like, I think maybe the wrestle gods were trolling one day and said, all right, let's create this dude who's go on the mic up there, bell to bell, looks electric in a Burberry scarf, is unnecessarily good at singing, and is easily the most exciting performer of the biggest boom period in decades. But every time he does something great, let's have this dude, note, who I wish the best, eat a fucking muffin. Or let's have someone get injured. Or let's have someone else do some other dumb shit. It's like all of my best moments have come with a bad moment attached.
It is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. It sucks. But
so we sit here, the end of 2023, MJF, the champion from heel to this baby face, bidding war of 2024 coming up and all this. And now we had the big match with Samoa Joe. We know he's injured. We have this whole devil thing. So they're building up all of this storyline they've been doing. He's got some shit like this thrown out there again. So, I mean, not to say, hopefully we get a nice show tonight. And it's just very unfortunate.
It's a mess. It's a mess. You hope, things eventually come to light, especially with someone has the pedigree as Chris Jericho does. I mean, I don't know, like, is it true? Is it not true? Are we past asking that question, or no, are we just saying it's true? It's not a matter of if it happened, it's a matter of like how much it happened type deal, It sucks because he's got a lot of fans in wrestling and music. He's got a lot of fans, and if this starts to get serious, that's it's not going to be good for him. Not going to be good for AEW. It's not good for the guy who the Nick Hausman guy. I mean, he's getting a lot of heat just basically because either you're lying about all this or you kept this stuff. You knew about this stuff, didn't say anything, and you used it to win like a beef you had with Jericho.
Yeah, it's really like a lose-lose situation.
And his name was already like out there because of like the CM Punk scrum and stuff. It's like, I owe him. I don't listen to him. I don't do whatever he does. That's just. People are probably, if he has sources, people may be hesitant to give him information. Now, again, I have no idea if that's how that works. I could be totally wrong. But if I were in that area and I hear that name, Nick Hausman, I'm going to be hesitant before I give that guy any info.
So he was bummed that he didn't get to ask a question in the media scrum, which this right before all this though, and then he's not going to be at. There is scheduled tonight after the pay-per-view. We have a media scrum, so
and he won't be there.
No, but now it's just who's how is it going to be one of those media scrums where he comes out immediately and just says, we're not going to like,
Tony?
Yeah, like what happened with Perry and Punk, just come right out and says there was or whatever, you heard news recently and and I will not answer any questions.
Well, he can answer that question at any time today before the pay-per-view even starts, because I mean, I think if it's serious enough, I'm assuming Sting and Darby are going to have to find another partner for tonight. I mean, you would think that if it got serious enough, it got heavy enough, they would pull Jericho, no?
So all right, so let's talk about this for 1 second then, because with the whole Sammy Guevara thing, it was like this is the weirdest way they had to get back together. I know injury occurred with Kenny, but it's just like he just turned on him like a few weeks ago, got the concussion, was out a little bit, and it comes right back and they hug, and it just makes no sense. And I get it. They were put into an
big time
awkward, I mean, God, like again, Kenny, Mike, hopefully everything works out. That shit is very serious. So, but also kind of fucked up to name the F5 that when you're a video game creator as well. So, but anyway, regardless,
what's he dealing with?
What diverticulitis?
Oh, has he got the divert? Yo, my dad has that, and it's no fun.
Yeah. Or AKA F5 in Fight Forever, your favorite video game.
Nice.
But anyway, I digress. Yeah, just an awkward to even get this match now where they're having it was supposed to be a tag title match to an 8-man tag. Now if they have to somehow again, and again, this could be, I mean, it could be just business as normal, and this gets addressed after the show. Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't tweeted anything yet, though.
It's a little weird, right? Like
we have to keep checking every 5 minutes.
Like guilty, you know? Like,
I mean,
why not? I mean, I'm sure he's being advised not to say anything, right?
Exactly, but that's
which
the
is
thing.
Funny. Like you needed this advisement like a long time ago not to say shit. I mean that goes with, I think, you know, the social media PR guys in AEW. Like, you need to put a fucking cap on these wrestlers of yours, because some of them say wild ass shit, including the owner. So like,
it's just stupid. You go scroll through Twitter, and everyone's excited and happy. Pop-Tarts everywhere. We're having fun with Pop-Tart memes. And
is that because of the Pop-Tart Bowl or whatever it was?
They were having a field day with like playing Creed. Can you take me higher with the Pop-Tart? Right? Field day. And then they ate a large Pop-Tart later. I was having so much fun. And then go scroll a little bit. Jericho stuff. It's like, what are we doing? We just doing a pay-per-view tonight. I'm actually, I've been following AEW closely, but like, know what's going on. But I was actually like, when I was looking at the card, I was like kind of looking forward for the most part, even though it seems like a lot of these matches were just like, all right, guys, everyone that lost the Continental Classic, like, you're all in a match together. Get out there. But it seems like a pretty solid card, like 9 matches on the main card, maybe 3 on the pre-show, so nothing like too crazy. We're getting Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. That should be good. We're getting Chris Jericho, the LaSex Gods, the reunion. Are they going to take that from me?
Maybe probably rethink that name now.
Yeah. Did you see Triple H put out? All right, so there was a report saying like that talks between basically the whole CM Punk thing again. That talks between Sasha Banks and WWE are like that fizzled, and expect a return to somewhere, like an imminent return somewhere. And then Triple H put something out about the Day One Raw saying that a WWE champion's returning. And he said something about rumors out there. I know you can see rumors out there, and then people are going nuts about that as well, saying, is he spoiling that she's showing up on the pay-per-view tonight? Or I saw Jinder Mahal replies. That was pretty funny. Good stuff. But did you see any of this morning as well with the whole?
I mean, I saw the report about the talks fizzling out. I saw them potentially bringing in a former WWE champion for Day One. I didn't think it was Sasha Banks at all anyway, whether they signed her or not. I think it's somebody that's not that special. You know, I think maybe just like a one-off appearance. Like I could see them. I mean, I think it's somebody that's not on the active roster. So like, it feels like a Batista thing. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel this has a weird Batista aura, which is weird to say because like he hasn't been involved in wrestling in like 10 years almost. No, like, I'm sorry, WrestleMania 35, whenever that was. So like 5 years. So like
he's like retired. So is it just like?
Well, yeah, I don't think this is a wrestling thing. I think this is like an appearance to get the crowd hype thing. You know?
Is there another Guardians coming out or something?
No, he's done with Drax. You know,
he looks. I saw a picture of him recently. He looks like he doesn't
look like Batista.
He like sunken in.
I mean, I'm not saying it's Batista. I'm saying like if Batista came out, that's just like a big fart noise. You know, like I think it's going to be a big fart noise.
You think Triple H cooking? Triple H
is cooking, but you know you can't bat 1,000 forever. You know, and I'm not saying he is batting 1,000. I'm sure there's been some questionable things he's done, but as far as the Sasha Banks stuff go, I just figured that she wasn't coming back because she was teasing a lot of crap about Triple H. You know, she said like happy holidays, and you know if you lined up those letters as HHH. People made a big deal about that. She put something on Instagram with Triple H in the background. Like, I don't think you deliberately use his likeness or his name and then actually come back. I feel like she's trying to swerve us, but she's not really doing a good job at it. If talks did go down and like fizzle out, I can only imagine what determined that. I'm assuming, if I had to guess, maybe she wanted to use Mercedes Moné and not Sasha Banks, and Triple H was like, "Oh, nah, can't do that." That's just my guess.
That's the story.
But I mean, oh, is it?
No, I'm just saying that's the story that they could probably. I've seen people say that that's what it wouldn't.
I wouldn't care if I were Triple H and I wanted Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné that badly, and that's what she wanted. If that was the hang up, I'd probably be like, all right, you can use Mercedes Moné. We can turn that into something. It'll be fine.
I probably with trademark rights, and again, that name Sasha Banks alone is just a staple already. She's like,
it's way bigger than Moné for sure.
Oh, so I don't know if you can. The same thing, like if Mox came back, like I don't think he'd come back as
too.
Yeah, John Moxley. He would have to be Dean Ambrose. Like I don't know. I just imagine something like, what if Hulk Hogan changed his name? Like that, like he came, and then it wasn't Hulk or Rick, like these names that are just, I can't, like, it would be like,
I want to come in here, brother. I want to come in as Terry Bollea or whatever my last name is. What do you think?
Yeah, she's in the company in WWE. I just think it's Sasha Banks. I don't know. I just think that's the way that company goes. I don't think
wrong too. I mean, also, you know, there were weeks where Bailey would tease Sasha Banks or would post random pictures of Sasha Banks. I mean, forget the fact that they're probably actually friends in real life. I mean, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. I mean, because they really want to make these day one shows and this New Year's Revolution SmackDown. They really want to make a big deal about it. And I can appreciate that. I just don't think it's going to be a big thing.
It's been laid out from what we've learned here with Fightful saying that she'll show up somewhere else imminent and talks with WWE have fizzled. I think we will bang. Day one, Sasha Banks, bang.
See, now you say that. Now, for me, it's like, all right, that report came out. I'm thinking she'll probably show up tonight at World's End.
Yeah, if he was trying to spoil something.
I mean, you also need a distraction from all this Jericho stuff. So, and I mean, if you're Tony, think of it. I mean, people are shitting on your championship storyline, your AEW championship storyline. People are shitting on your Devil storyline. Rightfully so. This is not a good storyline. It used to be. It is now dragged on. It is not good. I do not care who the Devil is. I don't care. You had these mystery guys win your ROH tag titles. Wild. They're not it's just not good. And what are you what's the hold? The hold up is you're waiting for Adam Cole to get healthy so he could be the Devil, but my guy's got a serious ankle injury. Who knows when
that's gonna be the super serious. I said it all that time ago. We talked about it. He's not. I think this is all super elaborate, and he's gonna end up being the Devil. And I think they're gonna do it tonight.
Do you think they're gonna reveal him tonight?
I think so.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, so you have everyone shitting on this storyline. They're shitting on this Continental Classic because you didn't put Swerve over. You put Swerve in a Keith Lee match that should have happened months ago.
Dude, that was very confusing.
And then you have this Jericho shit going on, and it's like you need a fucking plus, bro. And so I wouldn't be surprised if he Sasha Mercedes, whatever the fuck you want me to call you, please
get out there.
Oh man, please get the fuck out there.
After what? Tony Storm retains
something. Yes, he's got to do something because.
And her day, yeah. I mean, it can't.
My guys need a plus right now. He's got too many negatives, and I just ran through a whole bunch of shit that I have a lot of thoughts on, but I can't even begin. I don't even know where to start. To be honest with you.
When we do talk about the matches, I'm sure we'll get into more.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's
before we get into our whole predictions thing. Anything on the WWE side related? Anything this week? Where
I felt like there is, but I just can't think of it.
Because
it
was best of. We had best ofs.
We had best of this week. CM Punk though did have his return match, MSG on the 26th against Dominic Mysterio. Saw a couple videos of that. I think there would be it wasn't it wasn't your 5-star classic. I think nobody's saying that it was. I think I don't know. I know I saw a clip of Punk going for a clothesline or something and either missed or Dominic sold late or something. But I mean, oh man, he got trashed for that because AEW guys and stuff. But
they made a lot of money for that show. A lot.
He got a cool little plaque from the people over at the Garden too.
The Gold Bar, yeah, he was super
really cool. That's really cool. That's really cool.
What an interesting year, and wow, I can't wait for these jaBROni awards coming up.
Yeah, this is that's going to be probably the most important awards we've ever had.
Insane year.
Very, very insane.
What else? Yeah, I mean, really, best ofs we're leading to Royal Rumble.
I think we're probably getting best ofs this upcoming week too, because they're not really promoting anything until the 8th. Then so you got the first, the Monday's New Year's Day.
Day one don't they have a show? They're live on Monday.
I thought
January
8th was day one, which now doesn't make fucking sense.
No, I'm
because that's
almost
day
certain.
8.
I think they had the
Is
holidays off.
day 1 on Monday?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking of? I remember looking at CM Punk's schedule. Like they came out with like his schedule, and the next time he's advertised for Raw is January 8th. So I had just assumed that was day 1.
Maybe he's not. Yeah, I'm guessing.
So he's probably not there on Monday, which is kind of disappointing.
Little promo, maybe shot promo, something like that.
Something. Whatever. Maybe a match.
What's our LA Knight deal? What's going on?
You want to talk about a fall off, man? Shit. I mean, I know he's in this triple threat match coming up, but I mean, he's not going to win that. Honestly, I don't know who I'd want to win between Randy and AJ. Both of them are welcome additions, and I love seeing both of them, and they're both new matches for Roman. And honestly, I
love all 3 of them.
Huh?
I love all 3 of them.
Yeah, but you know, LA Knight's like not the fancy toy anymore. It's AJ Styles, it's Randy Orton. Now if they were to like right this second, if they were to book LA Knight versus Logan Paul, now I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. But like, you know, weeks and months ago when he was like super high, I would have been like, you can't do that. Now he's cooling off. Now I'm like, you know what? He needs to beat Logan Paul. But
I mean, the exposure of that with him, feuding with him, would definitely be like, and again, like he's still in the main event picture, but
I don't expect him to win that. I don't expect him to win the triple threat. I don't expect him to get he might be in the chain. They're not going to be in a chain. He might be in a chamber match, maybe if they're doing like a number 1 contender thing, depending on who wins the Rumble.
But I definitely think they have that in their back pocket to get him on a rocket right back to being like the big top baby, one of the top baby faces.
Well, they're gonna need it. I mean, if Roman leaves after WrestleMania 40, all hypothetical. If hypothetically Roman loses the title at Mania, and hypothetically take a leave, you're gonna need a pretty big heel. And they could turn LA Knight and he could fill that heel void. I don't know if fans would heel him. They may cheer him, but just my thought process. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think Jimmy would be a number 1 heel. Solo's probably not there yet.
Jimmy's funny.
Well, I'm just saying.
I like everybody. It's very interesting. I love everybody.
No. You know what I want to talk now that we're rolling. Now that we're talking about SmackDown and stuff. Can I just say the last time they had a show was probably one of my favorite shows in a while because of just the amount of teases we've gotten for these factions, these groups that are coming. I mean, Santos Escobar bringing in Humberto and Garza. Are you kidding me? They're just like chilling at home, not doing anything. Not at home. They're chilling in catering, I'll say, not doing anything. And then imagine the scene. Triple H is just walking by with his feet, like with his fucking format, turns over. What are you guys doing? You want to pal up with Escobar and do something? Like, it's so cool. Like, good for them. And then the big one, we're going to do something with Karrion Kross, and we're going to put Authors Pain with them. Allegedly. Don't want to say anything. Although, I know my bald heads. I'm pretty sure that was Paul Ellering in the middle of those silhouettes. I'm just saying.
I mean, they said that they were going to be coming back with the company. I remember that was like, I feel like 4 or 5 months ago.
I mean, like
that vignette they did kind of explaining since he showed up with Roman with the sand timer, and
it's so funny. Like, we would think Karrion Kross right now, he's not. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything. I mean, you have probably people doing that. I've done that. He hasn't done shit. He had the stuff with the sand, the Roman and the Drew and that stuff. And like now you say like, oh, he hasn't done shit. But then after you air that vignette and you explain everything he's done is like, oh my motherfucking god, he's been in so many people's head this whole motherfucking time. Like they've made him something, and it's awesome, and I'm excited. I'm interested in carrying Cross in the year 2023 going into 2024. How about that?
Yeah, just small little like TV feuds for like a few weeks just since he came back. And then they just, after all that time, put a video together and boom.
Fantastic.
That was really, yeah.
Fantastic.
Really...
Fantastic. Booker of the year. I'm fucking serious, dude. Booker of the year.
I mean,
spoiler alert for the jaBROni Awards. It's Booker of the year. I don't even know if that's a category. If it isn't, I'm making it one, and he's the Booker of the year.
I mean, also he was behind like one of the best returns with Bray Wyatt, so I don't know.
There you go, too.
Pretty good. All right, so all right, because let's get into this. We got a long card here. Let's talk some World's End predictions. All right.
That was intense.
Yes, hey, I'm trying to do it intense. All right. So
I mean, it has to be intense. It's the World's End. It's the end of the
world. Tell them that we're doing predictions. Someone's knocking at my door here, and I know exactly who it is.
All right.
I'm right back.
All right. If you're new to this show, this is the part where every once a month, depending if it's AEW, WWE, we do predictions. And we have a show tonight, AEW World's End, 8 o'clock. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't know the card offhand. I know we have MJF defending the AEW title against Samoa Joe. I think that would have assumed that'd be headlining. You never know. Last pay-per-view, I don't think it did. But
anyway. It has to.
Who was it?
Girl Scouts? Neighbor looking for my daughter, but she's around the corner right now, and I'm going to get her as soon as I'm done this. So I shoot.
Why's your neighbor looking for your daughter?
It's a child. Not.
Oh, all right, cool. No, all right, no, all right. Wow, that's cool. All right, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Is it Chris Jericho? Wait, no.
It's just. All right. Oh, look at this. We got everyone here. We got make his debut here.
Wow. Oh yeah, let me see this pup. Hey,
Pups, Pup's here. This is Buddy.
Oh, look at this guy. Oh, he's so cool. I showed Dana, and she's super jealous. She wants that dog. That's like her favorite type of dog.
He's insane.
How's that been going?
So far, good. I brought my in-laws are around the corner, so I brought him. I was gonna go out for a little bit last night, and I was like literally like I didn't want to because I didn't want to have to put him in the cage for a little bit. People were telling me like they gotta get used to the cage. Sometimes they like the cage, and everyone just comes out with their like it's like politics.
Right.
Everyone comes out with like their dog takes. So it's been interesting, but he's awesome. He's always just like right now he's just on my lap and he's kicking it.
Sick.
Just get on the potty train, and that's about it. But we'll get there.
You'll get there.
You made such a good debut. All right. So we got 11 matches here. World's End for the World Championship back there. And we have there's 3 on the pre-show. One's a battle royal. We don't know who's in the battle royal, so it's for a future TNT title shot. So I guess. I mean, you can just guess maybe depending on who wins the TNT title, if it's going to be a face or heel. But then again, we don't know who's in it. So we'll scratch that. We got 2 pre-shows and then 9 on the main card. Confidence points. You ready?
As ready as I ever will be regarding pay-per-views.
I know nothing about really what's going on with this. This is on 0 hour. Willow Nightingale for Statlander. Chris Statlander was recently just went on that long run as she took the TBS championship from Jade and went on a run for a while. and then she lost it to Jamie Hayter. So
All right.
now just I don't know what's going on with this at all, with them feuding or anything. This is one where
You would hate to lose it on a pre-show.
I guess I'll pop this off. My paper fell on the ground and it's angled where I have all my picks and everything, so I can just like look down.
Convenient.
I'm going with the thinking of Statlander went on a run with the title and then lost, and I figured she gets the win here. That's my only thought process.
Yeah, that's the same.
I put 2 on it.
See, I don't want to put anything big because obviously you don't know anything about it, but also I want to save some of my little numbers for the actual show. I don't want to go as low as 2, but I don't want to go as high as 5, so I think I'm going to put a 4 on Chris Statlander.
Okay. I just don't know because are they on like Rampage or Collision?
Right, like I know Chris. My thought is like I know Chris Statlander works for the company. I don't know if Willing Nightingale is like a one-off, a couple of appearance type thing, you know.
ROH kind of. All right. What do you think about that, pups?
Sorry, ladies.
Good old Stat. All right, so we have one more now here because come on. All right, this is interesting. We have your boy Hook. He is the FTW champion, taking it on Wheeler Yuta.
Man, you know, like months ago. And now I have there's another match where I have no idea what's going on. Like I usually have an idea of what's going on in AEW. I have no idea what's going on here. Now months ago, I would be like, man, this is going to be a really tough match to fucking judge because Yuta was fucking killing it. Hook was for some reason over as fuck. I'm pretty sure he's still over as fuck. Last time I even remember talking about Yuta, he was getting slapped around by Claudio, Gunther style. So to me, that tells me that he has lost his edge a little bit. So I'm going to put 5 points on Hook to win this match.
That time that he was getting chopped, like that was when I was over, and like, wasn't Punk still in the company?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, we were watching. What were we? What we were watching? Battleground or Over the Limit or something, and my laptop had Collision on, and all I look over, all I see is just Claudio beating the shit out of Wheeler.
That's honestly the last time I've seen him as well.
Whatever pay-per-view John Cena was on reffing that LA Knight match.
Oh God,
I forget what that pay-per-view was.
All right, so you got 5 on Hook.
Yes, I got 5 on Hook.
I am also going with Hook, and
He's got your mic. He's got your mic. He's got your mic.
I used a high one on this one because I also I'm pretty sure they're in his hometown as well. But not that means anything.
Isn't like everyone from Chicago that works with AEW?
Where aren't they in? They're in New York, right?
Oh, are they? I don't know.
Because it's MJF's home. It's the first time he's defending in his hometown too. So yeah, I'm going with Hook retaining, and I got 9 on Hook.
Wow, that is big. That is a big number.
Throw a big one out there on the pre-show. All right, got the 2 pre-shows out of the way. Let's start off on the main card with Swerve Strickland taking on Keith Lee. This is...
Dude, I don't even... Who's the heel? Who's the face? Is Keith Lee the face? Really? Like, what? Is Swerve the face?
He's... I mean, he's the the guy out of these two who's probably going to be AEW champion in 2024. One of these guys will be, and
hey man, don't assume. All right, Tony. One bump, Tony's got that whole fucking thing switched up. I think it's a great idea.
It's just, again, we've talked about this before. This is something that should have happened a while ago. I don't know why there was a pause in this at all.
He tried to explain it, didn't he? Wasn't there like an explanation of that? I feel like I read that somewhere.
No, it was just random, and the way we just pick it back up is just like bumping into each other. I think like backstage, but
right.
The
fact that he didn't win, like I'm not a Swerve fan either. Like I don't get it. But I'm aware that like you need to put him over. Like everybody else is a fan of him. You know, he's the guy that's over. So the fact that he did not win the Continental Classic, was there a winner, or does that get decided tonight?
That's tonight.
All right. But still, the fact that you're either going with Eddie Kingston or the status quo of your company and Jon Moxley is... Now, of course, I say that when WWE would always go to John Cena when there was a fire to be put out, but I digress. Go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over your segment.
No, I mean, just beat Hangman twice. I mean, he's one of the more over guys, definitely in the company. I got 8 on Swerve. Again, just because I have more that I'm confident in, but I definitely think Swerve.
Honestly, this is probably like I should probably use my 11 on this match because I think this is the one I'm most confident in. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to knock the 11 out of the way, just because I don't know the rest of the card and I don't know.
No,
I know this is going to be a Swerve win.
Yeah. That is a great pick. All right, you got this next one, and we got Battle of the old guys. I mean, we have Andrade and Miro. I mean, Rusev in WWE was doing like a cuck storyline, and now there's like some weird cuck storyline, but she's managing someone that's not.
So CJ, what is her name? CJ Perry in this one in AEW. So she's managing Andrade, correct?
Yes.
She's not going to be there because she has an infection in her finger, correct?
I'm assuming. Yeah, that looked insane.
Yeah, it looked pretty wild. Hope she's all right. Man, I don't know about this. This has got to be like a collision storyline or something because I didn't know either of these guys were on TV.
It's a collision storyline. It's like she's like, "Don't hurt my client. Respect me." He's like, I'm good. And he's there's a vignette about him being the Redeemer and all that. So that's all I really got.
I'm gonna have to guess this solely based on who I like better and the fact that one of them's married to Charlotte and I don't like her, so it's Rusev Day. 2 points on Miro.
I went a little bit higher with you on this one.
Okay.
I threw 5 on Miro. Again, Rusev Day. Come on, like, who are we even kidding here? Like, obviously, I want Rusev to win.
We needed to get a big Rusev Day chant going on at WrestleMania. All right, anyone who's going to WrestleMania needs to like, let's go. Come on now.
Oh my God, just complete everything. If just Punk's back, Rusev's back, just the world would explode. All right. Next up, what do we got? Am I starting this one?
Yes.
It's, the All-Star 8-man tag, which we have basically all of the participants in the Continental Classic: Brody King, Bryan Danielson, Briscoe, Garcia versus Oh no, it was with Claudio Danielson, Briscoe, and Garcia versus Brody King, Jay White, Jay Lethal, and Roosh. And this is I have one on this one, and I this is like flipping a coin. I just went with the Brian Danielson, Garcia. I just went with the guys that like Blackpool Combat Club, maybe to compensate for maybe a pick later on involving a Blackpool Combat Club member to be like, but we won. We were in this match and we won.
So let me get it straight. There's like no storyline to this.
This was like I was saying. They just threw together.
They literally just threw them together. Because like Brody King, he's still doing the whole like
House of Black.
Yeah, there you go. That guy's group, like they're still going strong, right? I mean,
House of Black's trios.
You look at that Jay White team, man, and it's just like, to me, a casual AEW viewer, and like maybe even less than that, it's like, why are you surrounding him by these guys? Like, why are you teaming him up with this guy, with Roosh, Lethal, and King? Whereas you look on the other team, got Daniel Garcia, who I don't know much about. Briscoe, it's good. Then Claudio and Danielson. But I also need to disagree with you on one of these.
This easily could be again. This is
that's
why I have one on it. This is a complete.
That's why
minus 110.
That's the only. So like, I told myself whatever one you put one on, I was gonna go opposite. But man, those tag teams, those partners suck for Jay White. But it's Jay White, and I feel like they haven't done anything with him at fucking all.
I think maybe he wins the Battle Royal. Maybe if I had to pick somebody, if they didn't announce anybody at all, he jumps out at me.
I'm just fuck it. If I'm wrong here, I would have been wrong somewhere else. I put one on Jay White's team.
No, I like it. I like it.
I don't, because you got Daniel Bryan, who's like the fucking disciplinarian over at AEW, and he's like,
there's other close ones.
He's about to retire and all that stuff. Whatever, I'll stay. I'm sticking to my guns.
All right, we got another multi-man match. We're talking about this. We got the Sex Gods, Sting and Darby versus Big Bill, Ricky Starks, Konosuke, and Will Hobbs. The Callous members of the Callous family.
The Callous family. Look, it'll be Team Sting winners. You just don't know if this match is gonna fucking happen or if Jericho's gonna be. Do you think it'll say anything about Tony if Jericho's not taken out of this match? Like, do you fully expect him to be taken out of this match?
No, I just think I think the show just happens, I'm guessing.
Show just goes on?
Yeah.
Be a rowdy New York crowd. I'm gonna go Sting and his team, and I'm going to I used one, I used two, I think I used three. I used 4, I used 5. I guess I'm going. No, I didn't use 3. I used 11. Did I use 3?
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna save 3. I'll go high on this. I'm gonna go 8 boys.
We got the Sting and the crew for 8, and I got 6 on them. Yeah, I mean this is what we got coming up to Sting's final.
Yeah, I don't think he loses until his last match, whatever that is.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens with this match. Next one up, we got TBS champion Julia Hart, member of the HOB, taking on Abaddon. All right, so this is my money maker, the TBS championship. I'm a professional. This is where we throw our top chips on. I'm a AEW women's wrestling genius.
Yes.
So obviously, if I have high numbers, putting them on the women's titles, I just know when they're going to change the title, and I know when they're not going to change the title. So anyway, the TBS, Jade was a money machine. Come on. We rode that Jade chain, and I'll always mention it. I got
jaBROni female superstar of the year, by the way.
Also leaving AEW, throwing Sean Spears on Julia Hart.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It is not Doink's time to win the TBS championship. I will go Julia Hart, and I will also put 10 points on this. Is that not Doink? I mean, I know she has different looks. I mean, I have her pictures hanging up in the garage or something somewhere, so I know she has different looks, but that's Doink.
Doink, brah. Scaring little kids, brah. All right. All right. Next up, we have Mox, Eddie Kingston. My son is calling me. You want to take this one real quick?
Yeah, I'll take this one. All right. So I am really torn for this one. You have Jon Moxley, who's like Mr. AEW. You have Eddie Kingston, who has all those titles, and they're all on the line. And is he ready to give them up? They ready to give Jon Moxley all that shit? It's tough. Eddie Kingston's had a good run. Moxley's king of AEW. I'm going to put my 3 on this one. I don't think there is a world that makes sense where Eddie beats Jon Moxley. However, AEW has proven lately that is a world that does not make sense. I'm going Eddie Kingston, and I'm putting 3 points on him. This will be a fucking fight, though.
Yeah, I think the whole comeback with him almost being eliminated from this tournament and coming all the way back, a loss to Jon Moxley in this does absolutely no damage whatsoever to him. This whole thing is set for Eddie Kingston, and I think that's good. And yeah, I got Eddie Kingston. I threw 7 on Eddie Kingston.
Also, a win for Jon Moxley doesn't do anything for him either. Like, he doesn't need to win.
Absolutely not. I think, will be awesome for Kingston.
Is it true that there's another title? Like, this is going to be a championship?
I think aren't they combining all the titles and naming them something then?
Maybe.
It was very confusing.
Isn't one of those titles like a New Japan title? Like, do they have the power to do that?
I think they can do whatever they want. Tony Khan can do whatever he wants.
Damn, it's crazy.
He can buy. He bought the Rikishi song or whatever for too cool. You see that?
You did see that, yes. Like, was that on TV? Was that on a television?
I don't know.
Why dish out the cash if you're not going to have that on TV?
I saw someone recording it who was there, and they were going, "Oh my god!" It was like that Punk returned or something. They were freaking out.
He's not even Scotty 2 Hottie. Scott Taylor. He's bald now, I think, isn't he? He doesn't have the cool Scotty 2 Hottie hair. I mean, why would he? He's fucking 50, but still.
All right, what do we got? We got 3 left here. We got next up. TNT Championship.
Yeah, we do. This is you.
Yeah, this is the one I'm really torn on, and this is the one where I probably will potentially lose this thing because I'm not going with what everybody else I think is going with, it seems, for the most part. I'm picking Christian Cage to retain. Reasoning, I would pick Adam Copeland in any other situation. It's just a no DQ match. And Christian Cage's been on like one of the most coolest runs ever. And Edge doesn't need to win this title at all, really. And I don't think it hurts him, even though it's like, is this his first pay-per-view match? What was his first pay-per-view match?
Wasn't like a 6-man with like Sting and Darby Allin or something?
Oh, yes. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit more. It's his first singles pay-per-view. I have 3 on Christian Cage.
What numbers do I have left?
It's like
I know there's
9.
I know
You
there's
got a
9.
9, a 7, a 6.
That's it, right? 6, 7, 9.
Yep.
We have Samoa Joe and MJF. We have this match.
I can show
What
you
other
them. We
match?
got Tony Storm and then
Tony
the MJF
Storm.
match.
All right, so I'm gonna put 6 on this, and kind of going back to what I said about Jay White. I haven't really. I mean, Edge has probably been utilized a little bit better than Jay White, which is crazy to think. However, I don't think they want to miss the boat with having Edge. I think they want him to hold one of those bad boys. I'm going to go 6. I'm going to go Edge. Or I'm sorry, Adam Copeland. I'm going to go Adam Copeland.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I think I could say the no DQ thing threw me off.
Yeah, I think it's like something to like kind of stack the odds against Edge because, you know, you have the Wayne family and
Exactly.
you have Batman and so
You're right.
he can overcome those odds and stuff.
You're right. You're right. God damn it, man. I already said it. We move on. 2 more matches. Next up, Tony Storm defending against Riho.
I fucking love Riho. Love Riho. She lost it to Tony Storm, right?
Yes.
Is
this you?
Yeah. I think I went Riho last time. I've learned the errors of my ways. I'm going Tony Storm. I'm going to throw a 9 on her.
Yeah, she's my top pick. I got my 11 on Tony Storm. She's on a nice run with the title here. Funny little shtick she's doing. The camera work with her when she's on it and everything. Everything about it. I like the presentation. She's funny. So, yeah, we got 11 on Tony Storm. And then this leads to the main event. We have MJF taking on Samoa Joe after it was just revealed that Samoa Joe is working with the devil. And he
was that officially revealed or
chair shot to I
didn't know I didn't know if that was just him being Samoa Joe or if he was actually working with the devil. So did he say he was working with the devil?
I just kind of
it's just kind of like a feeling
assumption on my end. I think he just again wants him as weak as possible for tonight. And I get this one with this whole masked men thing and all of this. I remember saying a few weeks ago with MJF being hurt that I guess they're just gonna put it on Joe. But I mean, with that whole, unless they really want to go balls deep in with this bidding war of 2024 thing and him not having the title, I think it would be better with him doing that still and having the title, especially just this whole run he's been on recently. Again, I wasn't the biggest fan of the pair up with Adam Cole. I think it really took a shot at his title reign, and I think that was maybe he put out that long letter that he wrote. I think that definitely did hurt the title reign, and but all of this now, I just think that MJF should win this match to just kind of with the year he's had, and again the whole story with him in 2024. It would just make more sense for him to have the title. And again, if there, like, I think he already signed anyway, but if he didn't sign, I would. You can't let him cool off whatsoever. I know he can't cool off; it's impossible. But I guess it would be cool for Samoa Joe. I don't know. I'm not really in that boat, like with Samoa Joe being. I'm more interested in MJF having the title and him feuding with people, not Samoa Joe. But I have, I'm not crazy. I have 4 on MJF.
Yeah. That is interesting. I came in fully prepared to put 7 on. Well, not 7, but came in fully prepared to pick Samoa Joe as champion, only because of the injury, only because of I don't know what a torn labrum looks like really, and recovery time and whatnot. But it's a shoulder. It's a pretty important part of wrestling. You know, your arms. So I was told you kind of, and I guess this is the disadvantage of going first on these picks, kind of changed my mind a little bit. But I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. I am throwing my 7 on Samoa Joe.
Uh-oh. I think I'm already through with the Christian thing. Again, this could be just a quick, like, squat. Like, I mean, they could do something like that where it's just a complete quick, like.
I mean, I'm just thinking, like, if he is working with said devil, I can just see Samoa Joe winning the title, and then the devil coming out, standing over MJF, revealing himself to be whomever the fuck it is. Wouldn't that be some shit if it was Tony Khan himself and he was just like, it was me all along, MJF? That'd be funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go Samoa Joe. I'm gonna go 7.
There it is. Hey, and I that could happen. I think better maybe him revealing himself and doing that, but MJF retaining and him just like beaten and battered, and he comes down.
Yeah. Either way, MJF is getting his ass kicked.
That sets up the feud or if they do it, and then again he's injured, so I don't know how they work around him still having the title and being injured. So again, all signs. I remember when they announced it, I was like, Joe's definitely winning this, and somehow here I am taking a guy I know that is actually hurt and complaining that he's in pain, but here we are. All right, predictions. Beautiful. God, this is going to be an interesting one.
Yes.
Good stuff. All right. One more thing before we get out of here, because I have to. My daughter wants to come see the puppy, so I have to. I was like, okay.
You can't hog that thing.
Okay, we got to do jaBROni of the week.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
All right, jaBROni of the week. You want to start off?
Boy, do I want to start off. Let me tell to you. Now, I very well could be repeating. I'm not sure. I don't remember the last jaBROni of the week I did. So I'm pretty sure this is new. but it might be. It's saying it, we've said this space before. Social media is a very odd place. All forms of it: X, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitch. Let's talk about Twitch. They have things on there, you know. Your freedom is pretty. I always thought the Twitch freedom was very generous, I guess you would say. I mean, sure, they have their guidelines, but you can pretty much do and say whatever on there as long as it's within those guidelines. And believe it or not, it's gotten even more free in the last few weeks. Allow me to bring your attention to the subject at hand. A couple weeks ago, I believe they passed a nice little thing called you're now allowed to put artistic nudity on Twitch. What's artistic nudity, you might ask. I have no idea. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm not artistic and I'm not nude. From what I've gathered, it is ladies, not gentlemen. I don't know. I haven't seen any gentlemen, at least. Ladies doing streams in the nude, but they're getting clever with it so they don't get taken off the website. They got censor bars over their Johns and on the jaundice. They got probably blurs. Sometimes they just sit where the camera cuts off the nippular area and you can just see a whole massive size of cleavage. And this is a fucking travesty. Now, I enjoy a boob no more than the next guy. You know, I mean, I just as much as the next guy, as you say. I love boobs. Love them. Can't get enough of them. But my God, you're getting clout for showing your cleavage, and it's just what happened to earning your views, man? What happened to genuine, hard-working social media people? You know, I mean, it's a shame. It really is. And then this is just like waterfalled into more shit. There's a famous Twitch person. Was it Pokimane? I don't know. I saw this today. Pokimane, huh? Well, I don't know.
Expensive cookies. I remember hearing her name a few weeks ago about and selling them, and people were complaining about the price, and she was calling people poor or something like that.
Well, there was a video of her having a nip slip, but it was so obvious not a nip slip. Like, if I don't have boobs, I mean, I do, but not nip slip worthy enough of that. Okay, so maybe I'm the wrong person to be saying this, but I'm sorry. There is nip slip, and then there is titty popping out. And this was not a nip slip. This was a titty popping out. Like, how do you not know? And I just feel like it is just so fucking wild. And like, you're just this is just it. This is life.
This is the real world.
Again,
This is how you
I love boobs. I love boobs as much as the next guy. But this is life. This is where it's socially acceptable to just be flopping those things out. It's not even special anymore. It's really not. And you know, women know that, and now they're starting to flaunt that shit. Which, hey, cool, like whatever. But like, that's not the only thing. You know, there's like chat sites like Omegle or whatever the version of Omegle is now, where guys are just like asking girls, yo, pop a titty, man, I had a really hard day. And they would fucking do it. Insanity. Posting it on Twitter then, too. Like, what? You know how many times I've seen that? That is fucking wild. And then Twitter's getting to be really weird. At least, I don't know, maybe my algorithm's all fucked up, but I'm starting to see like those chicks from Africa who like do the tribal dances and stuff. They're just popping up. Yeah. I'm like, what is going on here?
That was yesterday. The For You tab. I think it was
Like, why are we sensationalizing this stuff? Are these people just so damn, like, I don't know if it's the viewers. If you are viewers, are you a bunch of guys or kids who just don't know what a titty looks like and think it's so cool? Like, yeah, they're awesome, but you got to earn your titty. I've earned my titties. I've earned them. I've seen them. I've gone through shit. I've gotten yelled at. And you know what? At least I can do, at least they can do, show a titty. But these are kids who have not earned their titty. So I guess my jabroni of the week, I kind of went off track a little bit, but my jabroni of the week is Twitch for allowing. Now, if you're doing it for the sake of being I'm sure there is someone, maybe a group of people who are out there genuinely thinking that this is fucking art, and I do not mean in any way to anger those people. I am sure everybody's body is art. I'm sure there's someone out there that's saying everybody's body is art, or everybody's beautiful, all that crap. But for the ones that just want to fucking view, fuck you. Keep your titties in your shirt and hit me up. Anyway, that's my jabroni of the week.
God, that's good. It's so true.
It is true, man. It's crazy. It's true.
Well, mine's gonna just be quick because it literally has nothing to do with today whatsoever. But Christmas Eve, talking to the lawyer of CM Punk and Ace Steel. Let's keep this real short. Nothing to do with today whatsoever. Chris Jericho.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jabroni.
And literally, yeah, that I thought that's still, this stuff is allegations or whatever, but I still thought that just tweeting at 4:30 in the morning.
Like, you got something better to do? Like, go write a song or something.
That is just, I was just like, this is insane. This is insane. All right. We'll wrap this damn thing up. You can go find all episodes of the show on YouTube, even though they hate us. It's the jaBROnis Pod. Find us on Spotify and Apple Podcast, all that there. Follow us on X, jaBROnis Pod. I'm Happy Jabroni on X.
I'm a Philly Jabroni 1 on X. Maybe I need to pop a fucking titty on YouTube.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You could probably get some Elon revenue.
Do it.
All right, I gotta go. My daughter wants to see this puppy, and then I'm gonna hang out with this puppy, and I'm gonna watch some wrestling.
Hell yeah! Also, Dallas Cowboys, I hate you, but please shut down Jared Goff, Sam Laporta, and Amon St. Brown tonight. Thank you. And still lose.
Okay. jaBROnis. Out.
jaBROni, JABRONI, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
We don't believe you, jaBROni. We don't believe you, jaBROni.